Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Kim with the Craft Space. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to stop in and check out day 13 of my December daily. And I told you that I would be holding myself accountable in doing this by coming on every day and at least doing my December daily. Sometimes we have some tutorials that are available. Sometimes it's doing our design layouts together. But today is going to be a quick little show off of my design layout. And I came up with a quick idea because we're all kind of busy during the holidays. We're halfway to Christmas. We're more than halfway to Yule. We're already in the midst of Hanukkah, and I didn't want to have a cop-out and say, well, I didn't have the time today. And so I came up with a fun little idea that I thought might help you guys for on those days that we might not have as much time as we want to actually get our journaling, our December dailies in. So I am going to show you my layout for today. My charm is a little bit unruly today, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Let me go zoom out just a tiny bit. There we go. Alrighty, so here is today's layout. The lighting is not great in here, so maybe I'll have to move things around. And in doing this, I will then also show you what I came up with to do as the journaling component, since I didn't have a whole lot of time. So I used I didn't have a 13 because it was the 12 days of Christmas for this, the back of that cereal box that had all my numbers on it. Well, this was a single one and this was the 3, and as you can see, it's upside down. I went ahead and just put those two together to pull my 13 together for the 13th. And a stamp for some Happy Mail, a sticker that came in Happy Mail, and as you can see, this is the back of an envelope with a sticker on it that I just kept intact. Pulled some, this one is just a Christmas off of a mailer that came in, and I popped that on there. Today's Saturday, used up a little bit of that. I loved this pretty, it was the front of a card from my Happy Mail. I apologize for the lighting. This is not an optimal day, but I just wanted to make sure that I am not copping out and I'm holding myself accountable here. But this is the front of a card from, and I don't want to do too much, but it was the greetings she wrote on the inside. And it was very sweet that she took the time to write an entire page. So I want to keep that intact. And so that's going in completely whole. A little extra journaling space, which I might go back in and add, but that got tucked in there because I didn't like that little white, or that little empty space right there with nothing in the envelope that I made the pocket out of. So I tucked this, there was a little green and red that went in there. I had cut out a little note with the Toys for Tots because the deadline was Monday, and I needed to make sure that I got my toy put in there. So I had cut this off of the flyer and stuck it on my refrigerator. So I thought, well, you know what? That task is done. I'm going to add that to today's journaling space. Just a little friend. This was part of the ad for the Toys for Tots, and I liked the handwriting part of it, so I ripped and made it look like it was a little note and put it in there. I ended up having a couple of cups of tea, and I just liked that they were blue and white, and they went with the theme. It was actually chamomile tea, which I'm not a big chamomile tea drinker, and it doesn't show it, but it's just a Walmart one that I had. It was actually really good that I ended up having a second cup. So I thought adding that on there because that was out of my wheelhouse. And again, like I said, very rush day. But I think all in all, I came up with a pretty decent looking spread for the day. And what I'm going to do to tuck in here for, I mean, I could put a little something right here on the Saturday and call that my journaling for a day, but I thought of something else that I wanted to do that would take just a little bit extra time and not be just a quick little blurb on there. And today is St. Lucia's Day, and you can look her up, you can Google her. And we like to remember all the different days that we can come up with for Hanukkah and Yule and Christmas and Advent things, and we try to really just enjoy the holidays. And so today I thought for St. Lucia's Day, I would just quickly, because I couldn't think of another word that would fit on the back, I'm taking a pre-made tag, and I'm just going to write Lucia in letters. It's almost like back in high school when we had to write little little poems for creative writing, Lucia. And then what I will do is I just need a hard background here. And thank you for following along here. I know this is a little unorthodox with how crazy it is, with my background being a piece of wrapping paper, trying to make it look as nice as I possibly can in my makeshift filming area. So anyway, I took a blank tag that I thought would look nice if I tucked it in here. And it's a pre-made to from, and I wrote this on the back, and I'm just going to come up with one word that goes with each one of the letters that reminds me of Christmas or the holidays or something like that, and I will tuck it in there. And then I might come back and write something for here, but I think this is just a nice little fun way, and I thought I would share it with you. Maybe you might need to use it. You can use one of your kids' names, you can use your dog name, you can use the word Santa, anything pretty much. You could use one word out of a Christmas carol, something like that, and it still just kind of helps keep you in the mode of doing your December daily every day to maybe help yourself to finish a challenge. So for L, I'm going to use laughter, because you gotta find the humor in things, or things can really get you down. Especially the filming of this has been a little unorthodox, or a little crazy here. And U is, I thought this was a pretty unique idea to add to my junk journal. And C, I'm going to call crazy, because this video is a little on the crazy side, but I'm still trying to pull it off. Crazy. And I'm going to use the word idea, because this whole thing was just an idea, and we'll see how it goes. And being completely raw here, and you know, to show people that you don't have to have a perfectly thought out idea. Junk journaling is all about just being creative and just doing what you feel and going with the flow. And some days you're going to have these great epiphanies, and you're going to have these wonderful things you're going to write, and you're going to find all kinds of quotes. And other days it's going to be filming on a piece of wrapping paper when the day is almost over, when you still have a bunch of things to get done before you're able to call it quits for the night. And A, I'm going to use the word achieve, because I achieved my goal of getting everything done today and still getting my accountability. I could do accountability, but I think that would be too long. All right, and so you can decorate it, you can do whatever you would like, but I thought that would just be just very, very simple. And let's see, and then I have a little bit of this cording that was left over from wrapping presents, so I will get a little bit fancy, and I'm going to string this just because I thought it would be pretty to add a little texture to this page, since everything is, you know, pretty much flat. And I thought when I found this silver, I thought this would kind of represent, you know, the light and the sparkly of the little figurine we have for St. Lucia's Day. And now I'm going to fight to get it through this teeny tiny little hole. Come on, come on. I've never fought so hard to get a piece of string through a tag hole before. Oh my goodness. I should have spelled this with S for struggle. Okay, so I think we've got it. And thank you for coming along on this little journey with me and putting up with this little crazy video that I'm putting on here as to keep up my own challenge. Okay, so there we have a little topper for that. We're going to slide it right here in the pocket, and nobody now has to know that that wasn't the complete plan from the beginning. And so here we are with today, December 13th. I accomplished my goal of finishing my December daily for today. And I'm going to go back real quick and we'll do the last part of it, which is, I don't know if you can really see it. There it is. Today's picture is a little white wolf. I got the cutest picture of my dog today sitting next to the hearth. He was sleeping and I called his name and he kind of peeked his head up, and it turned out to be the cutest picture. And so when I was doing today's little daily snippet, I thought I would put that to remember when I took that picture. And I did want to also show you that when I did yesterday's on the 12th, you know, it's completely random, but I forgot to do this part on yesterday's, but I thought I was pretty clever. Remember I did the kind of all about me one, and I had the calligraphy from some Happy Meal that I thought was so pretty. The snippet that I added was part of my, the second part of my name on the envelope. So, but there we are. That is how I crossed off that. And I did remember to cross off today's day on the calendar. So anyway, thank you for coming along with this crazy video. I would love it if you would like this video down below. Hit the like button, but I can understand if you don't, because it was a little bit odd, a little bit weird. It would really help me out if you would like. And if you haven't been here before, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to build up my channel so that I can start doing giveaways again and bringing you all on bigger journeys. But I thought December's a perfect one to really get myself back in the habit of filming and coming up with great ideas for you in tutorials. And since December is so crazy, there's not a lot of time for tutorials. And if you're anything like me, whenever I see a new thing that comes out and I watch a tutorial, I want to drop everything for the day and I want to make the thing or make 5 of the new things that I've learned. And I know none of us have a whole lot of time for that. And so just kind of a different December. So anyway, you have a fantastic day. I hope this was a nice way or a helpful way that you guys can add something quick to your junk journals. Maybe you'll need to use it during your December daily journey. And maybe you won't. Maybe you have plenty of time and you've spent all this time relaxing. So until tomorrow, I'm going to close the book for the evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.